Keeping it real with Kelly. Guess what, everyone? I'm an emotional eater. I am an emotional eater. How many of you out there are emotional eaters? I'm just going to wait till someone comes on, because then otherwise I'll be talking to myself. 8, 9, it must be 9:15 in New Zealand. So we'll wait till someone comes on, because this is a really, really good subject, and it's something that comes up all the time with my mums, and I really want to chat to you about it so that we can give you some tools to move forward. Okay, so we've got 2 on here. We need more than 2. We've got 3. We got 4. Hey Nora, hey beautiful. We got 4. All right, 5. We got 5. If any of my mums are on here, come and press the love button. Come and say hi. We've got 8. All right, we're rolling. We're rolling. All right, hey Pritchie, yay. This is me big time. So, did you know that I'm an emotional eater too? Okay. I am just like you. I have emotions. I stress. Life gets tough sometimes. I will cry. All right. I will have tantrums. I will think the world is ending. But what is the difference between my emotional eating to your emotional eating? And this is something that I'm going to speak about several different points. We won't take long because we're all busy mums, and I want you all to get into bed early tonight. Okay. And ladies on the UBM, I actually spoke about this in the in our coaching call this week, and I wanted to get to everyone else and help them as well. But in the end, guess what? Everyone is an emotional eater. And, you know, it's coming into me now that I think we put so much emphasis and negativity around being an emotional eater that there is this massive energy of guilt that goes into it, that creates it and makes it worse than it should be. And do you agree, ladies? Like, suddenly you have this emotional eating situation and it happens and it's like, oh my God, I feel guilty, and then I've got to talk about it, and then I've got to stress about it, and then I've got to tell my friends about, you know, how much wine I drank or chocolate I drank, and then this overpowering negative energy goes towards a situation that really could have been dealt with in a different way. And what I want to help you realize is that emotional eating is normal for everyone, but it's the emphasis that we put around it not being able to move forward is the issue. And the step that I spoke about this week with the mums was embracing those feelings when it comes up, rather than ignoring it. You know, if you're sitting there, okay, my thing is like dark chocolate. I can eat like a whole pack, all right? And, you know, sometimes when I'm in that motion, I start to go within. And this is a skill. And I want every single one of you on this call to do this. Next time you catch yourself emotional eating, I want you to shut your eyes. And I want you to go into those feelings that are coming up. And I need you to acknowledge them. Okay, because if you're not going to acknowledge them, you're not going to become mindful of what happens in the next time. All right, was I sad today? Yes, I was sad. Was I stressed? Yes, I was stressed. You know, and ask yourself during it, okay, I'm going to be kind to myself. Right, I am emotional eating. Stuff it. Okay. It's like the day before my period, I will eat chocolate. All right. Why? Because I actually just feel the need for dark chocolate. I don't allow it to happen all the time. But what I would like you to do is go into your heart the next time you emotionally eat. Work out what those feelings, sit with those feelings. Don't judge yourself. Don't think, oh my God, because the more you judge it, the more sometimes that path continues. It's like, stuff it. I've had something for lunch. I'm just going to eat it for dinner. Oh, I've had 1 glass of wine. I'm going to have 3 glasses of wine. And that pattern continues. But if you can go and acknowledge that, then that's going to help you next time, because it's going to create some mindfulness. Okay? Because if we're not going to acknowledge our feelings and become mindful, then you're ignoring your life. And you've got to be honest with yourself. You know, where are you at now? Are you happy? All right? Are you happy with your body? Are you happy with your life? Are you happy? Are you ignoring the fact that you're putting on weight? You know, are you sitting in a world that you're ignoring everything else and not taking responsibility? And that responsibility isn't creating a guilt around emotional eating. That responsibility is about acknowledging that you're sad. That is about acknowledging that shit, things in life aren't really going to plan. I'm just going to ignore it with some chocolate. Go within, work out, and then ask yourself, what is it that I can do right now after my eating the chocolate session that I can change for next time? Okay, and maybe that's meaning you reach out for help. Maybe that's meaning you go and have a talk to your husband and say, hey, I'm really struggling at the moment. Can you help me? Can we get all the bad food out the house? Can you support me and give me some time so I can exercise? Can, on a Saturday morning when you're home from work, give me half an hour so I can go on a walk and listen to an audiobook? Hey, why not go out with your friends and just laugh? You know, one of the best things that I love to do is hang out with my friends and laugh my head off. I think that I'm quite the comedian. Most of my friends don't, but they laugh at the fact that I laugh at myself, which is cool. All right, you can all laugh at me, ladies. That's fine. Okay. Now, what's the next step? Okay, the next step is we have to, we've got to find enjoyment out of our food, our healthy food. And if you're going to binge, go and binge on something like what I do. I go, and if I'm feeling really emotional, I'll go and buy myself like a punnet of blueberries. All right, I have enjoyment out of my food. Make your healthy food exciting. Put some fruit in your water. Sit there with some sparkling water, or I'm just giving you like really simple examples, but make eating really exciting. Make food to a point that you don't think that, for me, if I'm going to emotionally eat, hey, I eat some dark chocolate, but if I emotionally eat, I might go and get some raspberries or something like that, and I can sit there and eat the whole thing, but I'm not going to feel guilty because it's not bad for me. All right, so find some real excitement out of that, and find things that are going to excite you within your day. Like, I'm really, really excited when I do my workout and I can have my green shake afterwards. All right, that might sound but I get really excited because I love what health and fitness does to my body. And, eat when you're hungry. Maybe you're not hungry, so don't eat. Simple things. And the last thing, two things really, and this is what I covered as well, but know your triggers, all right? And this is what comes in from being mindful, going into your heart and knowing what your triggers are, all right? If your triggers are the time of the month, which for most women it is, all right, I would probably say, after doing this amount of research, that I would definitely say for about 85% of women, when they go in their luteal phase, which is the 7 days before your period, this is when the minerals get pulled, okay? This is when we start to feel tired, we start to feel grumpy. Magnesium is a massive one. All those minerals being pulled can create an effect within the body when you are hungry. So maybe that's when you eat. Maybe that's when you allow yourself a flexible meal. Vicky, love my girly nights out. Try and do 2 a month. Absolutely. God, I love my nights out with my girls, and every mum should do it. And if you don't, find a group that you can be with so you can have that social aspect. But know your triggers, ladies. If you're not going to know your triggers, then it's going to be really, hard. So my triggers, for example, are my period, the day before my period, and when my kids are going crazy. All right, when I'm not got the food in the house, I'm not prepared. So what do? I make sure that I'm always prepared, and I make sure that I try and get them into bed early. All right, or I just come to my bedroom, I do some breathing, do some of that work, and then come back. And this is something that was really powerful as well. Ladies, if you knew how beautiful you were, each and every one of you, you wouldn't go and take it out on food. All right. And if you truly believed in your heart and your beautiful heart, how beautiful you were, you wouldn't deny yourself of anything that would change yourself. And you wouldn't emotionally eat. All right. And this is a culture that we have created where a lot of people are trying to fit into this mold, this little square box here. All right. My life is different from your life. You know, the Instagram models are different from everyone else's life. You know, under it all, they're not perfect, and we're not going to fit into this little square screen that we watch every day. Don't compare. I know it's so easy to, and I find myself doing it sometimes, but don't compare yourself to others. Don't compare yourself to the pressure of social media. Or otherwise, you know, find people that you can relate to. You know, find people that are going to inspire you. Find people that can really feel your heart and know where you're at. And I feel every mum's heart that I'm with. I generally want to help every mum out there because I was helped when I needed it, and I want to share that with you guys. And I truly believe that each and every mum can achieve their results. We've just got to deal with these little things that are coming up. All right, and those little things, it's just basic, back to consistency, back to happiness. You know, it's like our Busy Mum manifesto. It's consistency, not perfection. It's happiness. It's about taking responsibility. It's about ownership. It's about creating an environment where we're all supported, and that's what the Busy Mum program is about. And thank you, Bridgie. Totally, it's beautiful to see your growth, and thank you for that. I kind of don't even think that I'm doing what I'm doing. I just think that this is what I was here on earth to do. So just a few points to think about tonight. I'm an emotional eater. So are you, and so is everyone else. All right. So embrace it. Learn from it. Don't make yourself feel guilty. I'm not saying please don't do it. All right. And if you are going to do it, then analyze it and reach out if you need help. All right. So our next 8-week Busy Mum program starts on Monday. We are selling out, which is really exciting. I'll put the link below, or otherwise try our free program. All right. If you're not going to believe us that it is the best program out there for mums, try our free one. And I'd love to help you. So have a fantastic day, guys. And night. Have a fantastic night. If you're in America, it's day. But I'm going to do some work and head to bed. I'll speak to you soon. See you later. Finish.